Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Space Engineers. Well, I'm doing this video because I think this game deserves a video. There's been a lot of either or type of discussions going on the internet about this game. There are basically two sides, really. There's the side that say, no, this game's a scam, this game's brought to you by the people that did Miner Wars, they're just censorship, blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then there's those people who have bought the game, they've actually played it, and they've actually got quite good opinions of it. The problem is that those people who like the game, they're not exactly going to say that they like the game. Because they like the game, you know, there's nothing really to shout about, it's a good game. However, those people who don't like the game, based off some mistakes that the developers made in the past, they're going to scream and they're going to yell and they're going to just flood the internet with their negativity. Now, I don't judge games based off the developers. Not usually. There are a few developers whose games I will never touch, but that's something for another video, I think. In regards to this game though, I played Miner Wars and I was not impressed with it whatsoever. It wasn't in a very good state on release, and it never really got to a very good state ever. There were a lot of just weird issues with it that I didn't like. But this game makes up for that, because it's nothing like it. It's a good game. It's well, what more can I say, really? This game has got big ships, it's got small ships, and it's got a superb damage engine. So let me show you. Let's grab one of these pre-builts, because the pre-builts are small and they're fast, and I'll be able to do a little bit of damage with them without, well, I'll do a little bit of damage with them, but yeah. So my target is this blue ship up here. It's got some quite nice windows which I can knock into, and I can show you the damage engine. In games like Minecraft and Spacebound, is it? Something like that. The damage engine is quite simplistic for, you know, something that's block based, but it's a little bit of a lag when you, a little bit of stutter when you hit something, but it's very impressive when you do. See, that block, it hasn't just sheared off as it would in, you know, other block-based games. It's actually bent, it's crumpled, and you can get sort of additional damage, like on anything. Anything can be damaged or broken, and it can be twisted and it can be bent. And that's quite an interesting thing, because it makes any space battles you have a lot more dynamic. So this is only single player at the moment, but there's a lot more things to come. At the moment you can only build ships and smash them into one another and sort of experiment with the damage engine in that way. But guns and things and sort of space combat are coming. And imagine this in some kind of multiplayer co-op type thing, like a battle, 2-ship battle. Maybe you've got 20 minutes to build your ship, and you've got, you know, red team and blue team, and there's one guy who's like your pilot, and then the other guys are just responsible for various systems on the ship, various areas on the ship, and they're going to be repairing things and they're going to be modifying things, all to make sure that the ship functions. And then the two ships, they come up next to one another, and they have big broadsides and they do damage. Isn't that going to be quite epic with this damage system that they've got here? I think that would be awesome, and I think the devs are onto a good thing here. Yeah, Miner Wars, it wasn't brilliant in pretty much any respect. The damage system was very, very dodgy. The combat was lame. I didn't like the feel of the ships or pretty much anything. But this game has none of that. It's got a lot of, so far anyway, it's got a lot of good things. You can fly ships, you can build your ships if you want to. You can just do that, and you can just then save system, auto save every so often, and you can just kind of ram things on your block, and then you can add your reactors. Is that a reactor? Yeah, that's a reactor. And then you can add your... shove that on somewhere. So that you can fly that around. Probably not going to be particularly great, but you know, it's a ship. And you can build huge ships, and you can build small ships, and you can build space stations. And this is something that's actually missing from a lot of space type of games, or any games I would say, for quite some time. This idea of freedom, the idea of building a ship that's your ship. It's something that you've built, so you know its workings, you know how it's going to perform, and then you can take that out on the battlefield and you can tear apart other ships, and you can bend them and you can break them, and you can cause them to crumple up and explode. And that's all I've ever really wanted from a space game. I've wanted the game to feel like it's something more than just, oh, here's a ship, it does, you know, here's a weapon, it does 3 damage, this ship has got 100 health, when it reaches 0 the ship explodes. That's never been my style. I've always strived for dynamicism in games, and this definitely hits the box. So, if you've watched this video and you're still thinking, is this worth it? No, it's not, because you have to ask. If you've watched this video and you're looking at it and saying, okay, yeah, Minor Wars was ugh, but this looks kinda interesting, then maybe it's for you. You know, have a little bit more of research, not look around a little bit, pull up screenshots, videos that other people have done, let's plays, that sort of thing. Find out what people think, but you know, actually get some visual stuff. Don't just ask on the Steam forums, because you're going to get a lot of crap, quite frankly. A lot of people linking these same old Reddit posts made by people who haven't played the game, who are just judging it off what the developers have done in the past, and that's not very productive for anyone. So I will just finish with this. If you want to see me actually build a ship, you know, do a sort of a series of me building a ship, something, I'd probably do something like 40k-ish, you know, with those huge bows and stuff, then drop me a message, you know, in the below the description, that sort of thing. If you like this video, then please say so. Please give me your opinions on Space Engineers. Please tell me what you think of the game, what you've seen, what you've played, that sort of thing. But small warning, I don't particularly want to see any moans about the developers, like censorship, anything about Minor Wars. I don't care, quite frankly. I'm judging this game on how the game plays. I'm not judging this game on what the developers have done in the past and what Minor Wars was like, because I didn't like Minor Wars, but I do like this game, and I think it's got a lot of potential. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.